There are 9 possible teams that the Carolina Panthers can play in Germany for their international game. The first time they've ever played in Germany before. I don't know who the opponent's going to be, but I can tell you who it's not going to be. Welcome everybody to GG9 News, where we talk all things NFL all the time. I'm Jared Gear, and I'm representing the 904 from the 602, and today we are talking about the Carolina Panthers, who are going to Germany to play one of their 9 home games there in Munich. And it's funny because NFL Schedule Leaks, the account that I bashed a few days ago for being completely fake, for just making stuff up, and for having games that cannot exist, and for leaking false things, said that in Week 6, the New York Giants will travel to Munich to take on the Carolina Panthers. And you can see the tweet right then and there if you want to mock it and you want to laugh at it. Because that is not happening. I don't know who the Panthers are playing in Munich. I don't know when they're playing in Munich. But we do know, based on a leak from Ticketmaster that I don't think was supposed to be there, that the Carolina Panthers will not be playing the New York Giants in Germany. That game is going to take place in Charlotte. That game is going to stay in the United States. So if you're a Giants fan and you've been waiting to go to that game, you're a New Yorker that lives in North Carolina. I know there's a lot of people that move from New York to North Carolina. You want to go to that game in the U.S., you can do so. How do we know this? Well, Ticketmaster might have leaked something that we were not supposed to see, at least right now. You look at the NFL games on the Ticketmaster website, and you see Chiefs-Ravens, which that was announced already, so nothing shocking there. You see the Browns against the Cowboys, which was announced earlier. But then you also see the Panthers against the Giants, and you see right there, it says Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium. There's no date yet on the game. They have not announced a date yet, but it does look like that game is taking place in Charlotte, because that would not be on Ticketmaster's website if it was not. And this is the only other game that is on the website right now. That is literally, of the 272 games, or I guess the 269 that have not been announced, that is the only one that is on the website. That's literally the only one. So if you go to the event info, it takes you to the pre-sale order. It shows you the seat map. It pretty much confirms the fact that this is going to be in Carolina, especially because there is a PSL owners and partners pre-sale and a Panthers pre-sale that is open before the tickets go on sale to the general public. So why would PSL owners get first dibs if the game is not in Carolina? They wouldn't, because to go to the game in Germany, it's a completely different ticket process. If you want to go to the game in Germany, the one the Panthers are playing, you have to go to a completely different website. You see on Ticketmaster's site that there is international, and you see the game in Germany. You click on that link, and it takes you to a completely different website where you have to fill out a form and apply for tickets. You have to put in your name, you have to put in your email address, put in what team you support, what you want. Do you want tickets? Do you want the hotel as well? Do you want hospitality? Your date of birth? Where you're from? Your language? Are you a season ticket holder of the Panthers? Again, these are questions that you would not have to fill out on a form for the Panthers-Giants game or any game in the United States. It takes you to a completely different website, and there's a completely separate process. So Panthers-Giants looks like it is going to stay in the United States. Now that raises the question, who are the Panthers going to play in Germany? Because we know they are playing in Germany. Again, remember that in even number years, the NFC has 9 home games, so they get one of their international games to be a home game for them. It applies for everything except the Jaguars, as the Jaguars have 1 home game guaranteed every single year international. But in even number years, the NFC is the designated home team for those international games. Well, we don't know who they're going to play, but I'm pretty confident it's not going to be the Chiefs either, for a few reasons. Number one, as that light just turned on, I did not press any buttons. I don't know what happened there. But number one, the Kansas City Chiefs played in Germany last year. They played the Miami Dolphins. We live streamed that game. The Chiefs won that game. A bit of a defensive battle, surprisingly defensive battle, as the Chiefs did not score any points in the second half of that game. I don't think the Chiefs would play in Germany in back-to-back years. On the other hand, usually if you're giving up a home game to an international country like the United Kingdom, like Germany, you get to make some concessions and you get to tell the NFL what you want in some regards. As an example, the Jacksonville Jaguars, when they announced that they were playing 2 home games in 2020 in London, that was before the pandemic happened, they made it very clear to the NFL, you are not taking away the Steelers game in Jacksonville, and you are not taking away the Bears game in Jacksonville. Why? Because those games bring in a lot of revenue. Those games are pretty much guaranteed to sell out. Those will be our highest attendances of the year domestically. You can't take those games away from us. You also saw in 2016, Shad Khan and the Jaguars made a concentrated effort to not have the Green Bay Packers game go to London. That game stayed in Jacksonville, and that was the opening game of the season, and the stadium was sold out. Resale tickets, they went for like $800. I know from experience, because I saw a lot of season ticket holders sell their tickets for that specific game. They paid off the entire season just selling off that one game. So you get the idea. The Carolina Panthers, obviously they know the Kansas City Chiefs would draw a huge crowd in Carolina, and considering the fact that the Chiefs played in Germany last year, I can't see them playing in Germany in back-to-back years. All the other teams are on the table, but we do know this much, that the New York Giants will not be the opponent the Carolina Panthers play in Germany, barring anything crazy, just off the leak on Ticketmaster. And again, that is the only game that has been leaked on Ticketmaster. And if you think, okay, that might be a glitch, it might not mean anything, keep in mind that Aussie NFL yesterday noticed something on the Ticketmaster website about the Browns playing the Cowboys and speculated that that game would be week 1 because it said so on the Ticketmaster website and it was not supposed to be there. And sure enough, a few hours later, Fox officially announced and the NFL officially announced that Cowboys-Browns would be taking place week 1, and the Ticketmaster website was correct. I don't know how that got on Ticketmaster's website. I have no clue how that is there. It is still there as of this upload and as of this recording, so if you want to check it out for yourself, you can go right ahead. Just search NFL on Ticketmaster, and you'll see it right then and there. And again, you can see it's one of the only games that is there, the only unconfirmed game, which pretty much confirms the fact that it is taking place in the United States. And it does mean that 1 year after watching Patrick Mahomes play, a future Hall of Famer, that German NFL fans will not be subjected to watching Daniel Jones play. So I think they made out pretty well there. But what are your thoughts on this news? Do you think this is legit? Do you think the Carolina Panthers will play the New York Giants in America? Do you think NFL Schedule Leaks, that fake account, is right? Or do you think Ticketmaster knows what they're talking about? And who do you think the Carolina Panthers play in their Germany game at a to-be-determined date? Do you think they play an NFC South rival? Do you think they play an AFC team, an NFC team? Are the Kansas City Chiefs a possibility to go there in back-to-back years? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And that is going to do for this episode of JG9 News. Be sure you like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. And be sure to check out my main channel, JaguarGator9, where we talk all things NFL history all the time. Until next time, this is JaguarGator9 signing off. And as always, go Jags.